Welcome back. You're watching World 360 with me, Akanksha Swaroop. And before I call it a wrap of this edition, let's also discuss the crowning moment of King Charles and Queen Camilla. More than King Charles, it was Queen Camilla's crown, which was, of course, grabbing the spotlight. Because remember, it is the Kohinoor diamond, which the men or the kings so far have not been permitted to wear, since it was considered unlucky for the male wearers. But it was always placed on the Queen's crown. This time, the Kohinoor diamond had to be removed. It was, in fact, the entire crown had been reworked, and the prime aspect of reworking that crown was that the Kohinoor diamond was removed. What is the significance of this? Let me bring in Maximilian Hess, who continues to join me on this discussion. Max, before I quickly let you go, let's end with this. What is the political messaging? Do you see any sort of reshaping of political sensibilities of, as Great Britannia was known earlier? Do you think that this is now also a gesture that the United Kingdom is prepared to relinquish this diamond at all?
Well, I think that this is the latest step in these kind of half-house moves by the British establishment and institutions. The latest has been a lot of discussion again with Greece about a return of the Elgin marbles, which are housed in the British Museum here in London, back to Greece, but only on a loan arrangement, potentially in exchange for other parts of the Parthenon marble display that aren't currently here being sent back. And I think that, Britain will be approaching the Kohinoor if this is a sort of symbol that they're willing to have that discussions from that basis as well. And I think with a lot of these looted treasures and arts, it should be on the basis of admitting the wrong and handing them back. And then, of course, there can be reasons to ask for loans again in the future. But because what we're talking about here is not a museum piece, but a part of the imperial regalia, while it's not being used here, there's really no reason for it to be in Britain at all.
Absolutely. And in fact, the former prime ministers have even said that they do not believe in returnism. So I don't think that that's going to happen. But before I call it a wrap, let me leave our viewers with these historic visuals of King Charles and Queen Camilla in the balcony. Remember, this is the moment that everybody had been waiting for. It's finally happened, and this is what's going to go down in the annals of history. Because remember, this balcony moment prior to this one was only one that happened in 1953, over 7 decades ago, as the newly anointed King Charles and Queen Camilla crowned and waving out to their subjects in full glory. I leave you with these historic visuals. Thank you so much for watching World 360.